Birthday. Happy birthday.
No, Daniel, stop.
Get the bag.
No, get the bag. No, stop. Get the bag. No. You can't see my attention. Get the bag.
Yes.
Stop.
We're just friends, man.
Oh, man. The nerve to have an intimate birthday party and invite her ex when her man is there showering her with gifts. I don't understand whether women just don't understand relationships or their respect level for men is that low. And I'm talking to black women right now, right? Do you have that low a respect for your black men to think that you can have an event where your main man is there and you can just say, hey, yeah, come on over. I'm having a birthday party over at this restaurant. Yeah, I'm with my man, but, you could just tell him we're friends. I mean, that's it. Man, I'm shocked. My wife has no contact, none, 20-odd years. When she cut it off with her ex. That was it. There was no, oh, he's my friend. No. Oh, she knew better than that. She respects her man. Whew. And our black women wondering why we don't find you all attractive anymore. Gotta read a few comments from this one. Barbara Nemembe Yakuyi says, we, the sisterhood, don't know her. Laughing. Kawando Apayo says, she was more worried about the bag than the boyfriend walking away. Exactly. Thank you. Adanubi said, brotherhood, fatherhood, unclehood, manhood, and all the hoods, both short and long, respect to the guy. Anka, he should have taken the food all away. Exactly. I'd have grabbed that plate of food and say, yeah, box this up. I'm taking this home. And Susie Sarasi says, this gentleman says, this shows that he has been attending meetings. The brotherhood is proud of you. Laughing. And then he said this perfectly. The effects of dating a foolish lady. And that, my friend, begins this episode of the Older Man's Random Reviews.
The Older Man Random Review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes. This week's collection of random videos, my friends, that you guys have sent me over the week, over the month, that I have been accumulating that you would like my opinion on. So today, my friends, we're going to dive deep into the disgusting behavior of today's modern woman. This is going to be a serious collection, man. Oh, you don't want to miss any of these, because I can tell you, it just seems to be getting worse and worse when it comes to female behavior. You have to stay for the last. I'm going to leave the best ones to the last, okay? My friends, like this video on the way in. Let's just sit back and relax and enjoy a collection of the crap that we find online and my opinion on females' bad behavior. Let's listen to this beauty. This is when you know there's no father around.
I would recommend that same advice to my daughter. Be a hoe. Live your life. Confidence is key. And regardless of what you do, there's like 7 billion people on this planet. So if not Toronto, there's another city for you, I promise.
Okay. Would you recommend that same advice to your daughter?
For sure.
Yeah?
For sure.
You tell your daughter
Just
to be a hoe?
my mother recommended that same advice to me.
Her mother was a hoe. She's a hoe. And she want her daughter to be a hoe. You can't make this shit up, my friends. You can't make this shit up. Society, as we know it, my friend, is in a serious downward decline. Women do not try to save other women. They try to take them out, even if it's their own daughter. Whew.
If 100 men have fucking used her and thrown her away before you, how can you say I have something special? I didn't want her, and I do. Why is gold valuable? Because it's hard to find gold. If there was gold all over the streets, it was on every street corner, it wouldn't have a value. Your value as a woman comes from the fact that people want you and cannot have you. Your value does not come from the fact that everyone wants you and everyone's had you. The number one thing a man's looking for is a woman who can stand next to him that every single man wants, and not a single man can say, I've had it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, like him or loathe him, the man spits facts. And this is the part that I have a problem with not understanding if women can actually even get this. If you want results from getting a man, why would you then create the person that most men despise and reject? Why would you create such a disadvantage for yourself simply because you're listening to other people who don't have your best interest in mind, i.e. other women? Other women don't even trust the sisterhood. None. They don't. But you take advice from these group of women that you don't even trust. Women don't trust other women.
Do you trust your man around other women?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you trust other women around your man?
No. No.
If women don't even trust other women, why would they expect a man to trust women? Do you trust your man around other women?
Yes.
Not a freaking word. Crickets. Crickets. But women don't even identify this amongst each other. They can't say this out loud to each other. This is the conundrum that women cannot deal with. But yet they will only listen to other women's bullshit. Yet they don't even trust the other woman. How can you take advice from someone that you don't trust? For the 5 women that watch this channel, please respond to it. Please, I need a response from you. Help us men out. Help us to understand it.
Babe, what would you do if I win the lottery?
I'll take half and leave you.
Seriously? I want $40. Here's 20. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. Men are no longer putting up with bullshit. There's too many of these channels now that are literally just identifying and showcasing women's BS. This video alone is going to show you a massive deal of it, where you know that, gentlemen, you have to avoid these type of women. Yeah, give her the $20, get the F out.
Going to be a problem? What do you mean?
I'm pregnant by my baby daddy's dad.
Whoa!
Wait, your baby daddy's dad, so the
Grandfather.
father-in-law.
Yes.
How did that happen? Like, how did y'all hook up?
We met years ago and we fell in love maybe the last year.
Oh, so you're in love.
I'm in love.
Whoa.
Does your baby daddy know?
He definitely doesn't.
He does now.
Are you going to tell him? When are you going to tell him is the
No.
real question.
Well, I'm due next month, so maybe next month I have 1 month to figure it out.
Did you have a baby shower yet?
No, I haven't.
Who does he
I'm
think?
I'm 37. I think I'm too old for baby showers. So
Who does he think you're pregnant by?
him.
Wait, oh, your baby daddy thinks it's his kid?
Yes.
Stay up, Angela.
That DNA test might show it is because they probably got the same DNA. You
Right.
could maybe pass it off.
Well, we've been together exactly, but we've been together for 16 years. So I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Wait. You don't think it's going to be a problem? What do you mean?
It's going to look like him because it's his daddy's baby, so it's going to look, you know?
So you're not gonna tell him. You're gonna let him think it's his.
I'm definitely not. I'm just gonna keep it in the family.
Oh, all in the family, indeed.
Wow.
Damn.
All right. Well, that's a big secret.
You guys, doesn't your guts just want to turn? Don't you just want to throw up just listening to this? Imagine not knowing this until later in life, that the child that you've been taking care of is your dad's. Just think about that. And women don't understand what kind of responsibility they have when it comes to their body and keeping the harmony of society. But this woman has no remorse, no shame. She can get on the radio and just freaking announce this shit. She might as well just gotten a megaphone and just ran through the streets and just announced it. Because people will identify her voice. I hope the son who hears this just run far from this woman. Go to the courts and try to get access to his son from her. And disown the grandfather, his father, and just start up a new life somewhere else, man. This is sick. Because the father should know better than this. A mature father who gets stupid by some little young punani and impregnate her. I have nothing to say. This is a sickening behavior. I can hear it. It's a black woman.
How are you? Different kinds of food sex. Don't call me. You're fine.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
We're talking about abuse. Women always complaining about how dangerous men are. However, what a lot of people don't see or don't care to talk about is how far women push men before they snap. This is a prime example of it. Women are extremely abusive. And now that we live in a day and age where men can easily get in trouble if there's a bruise on a woman, men tend not to retaliate. But every man gets pushed to a point where he's not going to take it anymore. When that man retaliates, it could be extremely dangerous. I don't understand why women keep poking the bear. Because there's no difference between a bear and a man when it comes to strength to hurt her. I'm not saying that a bear isn't stronger than a man, but a bear can rip a woman's head off, so can a man. The difference between totally ripping a head off and ripping a head off, there's no difference. They both result in the same freaking problem. The results can end up the same. But every woman thinks that she can poke that freaking man and expect to get away with it. The age-old body count problem again. Here we go.
Body count, have to say, does not matter because I have over 100 bodies.
20 years old, right?
Yes.
Over 100 bodies.
As women share her body with more men, her ability to pair bond, be happy in the relationship goes down dramatically. It's just, sorry, science, bitch. It's just the way it is. You know, you want as low a notch count as possible, as little baggage as possible, and that's just the way it is. You know, the probability of a successful marriage is something like 80% if she's a virgin. And I think if there's like 8 or more partners, it goes down to like 30%. And with every partner, it just gets worse. So like partner number 2, partner number 3, it just keeps sliding down the scale. So.
And women don't get that. They really think that they can fight that urge once they have hit that many bodies. They really think so. Ladies, I'm telling you, it's not possible for you to be monogamous after this. It's literally impossible. And the only time that will probably happen is when your estrogen levels drop so low that you have no desire to have sex. That means that your late 50s, 60s. But during the course of that time, if you're having a relationship with one man, it is almost 100% guaranteed that you will cheat. And every man knows that. That's why no man wants a woman with a high body count. You're damaged goods. You don't like to hear it. You will reject it, say, my body, my choice. But the point is, the choice that the man makes is all that counts. And if he doesn't see you as a viable choice, then you're going to pretty much just be alone, dealing with this world all on your own. You lose your job, you have no money. You don't have a backup. You get sick, you don't have anybody there with you. You want to buy a house? Much easier to get a mortgage if 2 people are on the freaking bank loan. Life is so much easier when you're doing it together. Unfortunately, you all are too young to understand this until it's too late. Once you hit your late 30s and 40s, it gets really, really ugly very fast. Take it from an older man.
Do you think is the appropriate number to have sexual intercourse? A week.
Okay, let's start with you, Leah.
It depends on how long the relationship is.
What? Wait, what?
What do you mean?
What?
I'm saying it depends on the length of relationship, because if you're in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 years, you're not going to have sex like 6 times, 7 times a week like you did at the very beginning.
The woman's job is to please the man. Men, we only with the woman for a few things: sex, sandwiches, and submissiveness. Don't matter if we've been together for 6 months or 6 years. Your duty is to please me. My duty is to pay for the bills. Okay, so let's just reverse the logic, right? Let's say in the beginning of the relationship, the man was paying all the bills. But 6 years into the relationship, he stopped paying all the bills. How would that make you feel?
Like you need to pick it up.
Exactly. How would it make the man feel? We would say you need to step it up.
Gotcha, bitch.
A man has to go out there and put his body and his mental health on the line every single day, bringing in that money so that he can take care of his family. The woman literally just is required to lie there, open her legs, smile, and be cool. Something that she has always enjoyed with the man. Always. There's nothing different from when they were first together. Women always like to feel that, oh, it's just now a chore and they should not be subjected to it. What do you mean shouldn't be subjected to it? That's what we signed up for. We signed up for life together. You know that men want sex more than women. The problem is most women who've had so many bodies under them during their whole phases of life now want different bodies. It's not like she don't want to have sex, you know. She don't want to have sex with that one man after a while because she has accumulated way too many bodies during her young years. So the excitement of being with one man wears off very, very quickly. Once again, that's why, ladies, it is not in your best interest to go through that many bodies and think that you're going to come out okay, that you're going to settle down. Hoes do not settle down. They can try, but that urge, that itch is always there. Crack addicts, it's always, it's always there. You need that D. You need the different D. I warned my daughters about this before they even hit teenage life. Now, here's an idiot that had the itch. This is what she did, calling into the Kendra G show to try to find another man.
Did you try to get your ex-husband back?
No. I felt a little ratchet afterwards.
How long was you married for?
19 years.
So you divorced your husband of 19 years all because you wanted to have sex with another man?
Yeah.
Do you regret doing that?
Yeah.
The older man knows what the fuck he's talking about. I'm just glad I got it on video that we got this woman here who admits it. There's a lot of them out there, but I'm just happy that I got this video right now to bring it to you guys to show you the dangers of it. The streets was calling this one back. She left her freaking marriage of 19 years. Do you understand how long 19 years is? 2 generations she was with her husband, building a life together. She ripped that apart. Why? For some D. Some different D. And where you think that D is right now? He hit it. He saw the kind of woman she is. He don't give a shit. He hit it. He's out. He emptied his balls in her a few times. Guess what? You think he's going to marry that? A woman who's been with her man for 19 years and just left her man to get with him for some D? Ladies, you guys are stupid. Whew. Now, this woman breaks it down beautifully right here. Multiple baby daddies illness.
Women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness because you genetically modified too much. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells will always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you. And that is why the Bible says you will only desire your husband. correct? This is why you gotta use condoms, because the uterus is very porous, much like the mouth, right? So when anything goes up in there, the uterus starts to absorb it. It starts going through the vaginal walls and all that, and the blood, it gets into the bloodstream. So it takes like 6 weeks to get a man out of your system if you have unprotected sex, and it's because he's starting to bind to your DNA, right? And that's why it's couples, when they be together too long, they start looking alike. You start looking like him. He is genetically modifying her, and every time you get pregnant by him, you start to get modified, right? So if you get pregnant by multiple peoples, right, that's multiple spirits, multiple thoughts, multiple modifications from different DNA strands. They have mental stress. All these women like free sex. I'm living, and I don't care if I got 5 kids or 5 baby daddies, whatever. Usually they're struggling in so many different ways, not just financially, but also just on where to focus, because you got too many different bloodlines in your blood.
She gave you the street version. She gave you the down and dirty version of it. But there is a lot of truth to it. There has been studies that have shown that females' DNA changes when a man ejaculates into her, and other people's DNA have been found in women from other men's orgasms. You got to remember, these are seeds. When a man ejaculates into you, he's implanting seeds. A woman's egg isn't live, it's dormant. It's only when a man's sperm swims, move, alive, and hits that egg and penetrates it, that's only when life occurs. Otherwise, that dormant egg literally gets flushed out in the period blood. Okay? So you guys have to understand how life works. Man injects life into woman. And in that life are the building blocks of life, who we are today. Whether you became a male or female isn't determined by the mother or the egg. It's determined by the man's sperm. He determines life. She incubates life. Men are life. We create life. Women incubate life. Please understand that, ladies. You all like to think that, oh, we're the ones. No, you just incubate it. And the minute they start bringing in incubators, wombs aren't going to be important anymore. Artificial wombs are coming. They're here now. They're just not being mass produced. That's all. Another thing. You ever heard of being alpha widowed? What do you think happens there? That's when this woman has had some powerful DNA pumped into her to the point where she cannot let go of that man. And it doesn't matter which other beta male or individual comes into her life. That alpha, and I'm using the word alpha quite loosely. I'm just talking about that one DNA that has affected her significantly, has literally bonded her to that one man. Trust me, I've been there. I've been that guy. I don't want to get too much into my personal shit, but I'm just telling you, I've been that guy. So understand, she might be putting it in some raw street format, but she's absolutely right. And that's why, once again, ladies, you have to understand how precious it is to keep your damn legs closed to multiple men. When he's insecure and let you wear whatever you want. So she's dancing. He says, when you don't trip about what she wears because you don't care about her for real. And would never introduce her to moms. Yeah, these women think that when a man don't care about what they wear, that is a man who's saying to you, I don't give a shit. Wear whatever the fuck you want because you ain't going to be number one in my life. This ain't going anywhere. Always remember that, ladies. A man who really cares about you is a man who do not want to share your body, even how you look, to other men. He wants to cover it up. This is his. It's precious. So if you want to go out and look like a hoe and your man don't care, don't ever think that that's not a man who's insecure. That's a man that don't give a shit. Either that or he's a beta who's afraid to tell you how to dress, and that's not a man that you want to marry anyway. But most of the time, it's a man that just don't give a shit. So this one I thought I'd leave to the last. Duke Dennis didn't know how to react when this female fan pulled up on him and started being freaky. Now, gentlemen, this is a fine example of when you have status or when you have money, women will throw that punani at you. I would not want this to be my daughter. This is another woman that probably never had a father in the house. Listen to this shit.
Hey! Look, you think I'm pretty?
Of course.
You want some head?
Huh?
You want some head?
You want some head?
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Yes, you do. You know you do.
Everybody wants some head. Come on, man.
Right. Can I give it to you? I'm the best. I'm the best.
You give good head.
I give great head.
I can't.
I give phenomenal head.
No, I don't doubt that, but I can't say that. I can't
But
say
you can find out though.
Huh?
I say you can find out though.
I can find out?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying I can't say that
Let's
in
go.
public.
But you can find out.
It's cool.
Look, no hands, I don't care.
I can't say that I doubt your head.
Right. But let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
You my sister.
Chat, I don't know if y'all.
This, my friend, would not be my daughter. Imagine having your daughter on the street offering up head. So I always tell you, gentlemen, get your money up, get your status up, and they will come. They will throw themselves at you. This is just embarrassing and insulting to all women out there. It just shows me that women, despite how they like to think that they are holier than thou, she will still shove a stranger's dick in her mouth and thank him for it. I hate to put it that way, but it is what it is. This one I love because it shows you the difference between males and females, okay? Oh boy, it's funny, but it's just raw.
6 male celebrities who still had children at an advanced age. Number 6, Alec Baldwin. At the age of 64, he had his 8th child. The first child was born to his ex-wife, Kim Basinger. The other children were all born to his current wife, Hilaria Baldwin. Number 5, Mick Jagger. As a British rock superstar, Mick Jagger has had 8 children with 5 different women. When his 8th child was born, Mick Jagger was already 73 years old. At that time, his girlfriend Melanie Hamrick was only 29 years old. Number 4, Richard Gere. In 2020, at the age of 70, he and his 37-year-old young wife welcomed their second son. This well-known American actor has starred in classic movies such as Chicago and Pretty Woman. Number 3, Robert De Niro. This veteran Hollywood actor welcomed his 7th child just 3 months before his 80th birthday. The child's mother is his Chinese-American girlfriend, Tiffany Chen. Number 2, Al Pacino. He is a representative figure in the American film industry and has starred in famous films such as The Godfather series and Scent of a Woman. In 2023, at the age of 83, he welcomed his 4th child. At that time, his girlfriend was only 29 years old. Number 1, Bernie Ecclestone. This British tycoon is the former chief executive of Formula One. In 2020, at the age of nearly 90, he and his 44-year-old wife, Fabiana Flossi, welcomed his 4th child and his first son.
And that's my point, ladies. None of you can bear a child at freaking 90, 85, 87. None of you men can do it. The sperm is still good. And of course, these women go ape shit when they see men pulling this off. You're not men, ladies. And it's a hard reality a lot of you have to deal with. But like I said, gentlemen, once you have status, once you have money and status, the world is yours. You want to have kids of friggin' 90 years old? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Now, I want you all to see the responsibility that leaders and alphas have when it comes to life. You're leading from out front. That's what makes you a leader. So I want to show you this pack of baboons who was attacked by a leopard. And you can see the hierarchy clearly executed. And the alpha, the leader, he's the one that throws himself out in front first. This is how real alphas operate. Not only do they have authority, but they take responsibility and they lead from the front. So when women talk to me about, oh, I'm an alpha, you got to be able to take the blow first. You got to be able to throw yourself out in front and take responsibility, not hide behind somebody else. Take a look.
This test on. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
When a leader of leaders know how to lead, the team responds accordingly. And that's the other thing. You cannot be a leader and an alpha if no one else follows you, if no one else backs you up. Remember that. A lot of these women, I'm an alpha, I'm a this, I'm a leader, Who's following you? You're a boss. Where is your team? Who is behind you? Who are you bossing? Your kids? You're not a boss. You're not a boss, bitch. If you don't have staff, who are you bossing? You're a solo entrepreneur. Ooh, okay. Has nothing to do with you being a boss, bitch. You're just somebody out here who's on your own. So I just want to make it very clear to you. These terms that women use to just show that they're uncooperative, they're not willing to work with anyone, they don't want to be under a man's control. These are just women who are just lost out there on their own. Lone wolves, not able to accomplish shit with another person. No one else wants to listen to them. People find them insufferable.
You an alpha man, you want an alpha female, right?
No.
No such thing.
Oh my God.
No, I don't.
There's no such thing as an alpha female?
There's no such thing as an alpha female.
No such thing.
Why? How? Why do you think that?
Who does she lead? In the relationship, who does she lead as an alpha female?
as a person though, not in a relationship. As She's a person.
Okay, so in terms of a relationship, if you're an alpha female, who are you leading?
You're the alpha. So you lead people, right?
Yeah.
There can't be a dynamic though.
There can be two alphas?
No, where there's a man who's, submissive to the woman.
Excuse me? Say that again? A man who's submissive to the woman. Okay,
Yes.
so how do you feel about that man that's submissive to you?
Me personally, I can't be with nobody that's going to be submissive to me.
Good bosses are individuals who lead other people and other people are willing to follow them. Remember that. If no one is willing to follow you, you're not a boss. You're not a leader. You're a joke.
Number 1, the idea of radical feminism is an import from the West. It's like someone trying to ship us a bunch of tanning beds saying we need to get in them if we're going to be beautiful. Sorry, but we don't need your cancer. Number 2, feminists always seem angry. And if you know anything about Filipinos, you know we're always going to be happy. Number 3, the idea of feminism is a step backwards for us. Filipinas are already the ultimate women. Number 4, we don't want to be men. We are still women here in the Philippines. We still have long hair, we still have dresses, we still wear makeup. And we still know how to keep our man's stomach full and their bowls empty. Number 5, we don't have time for bullshit. Life is simple here. It's about hard work, family, and enjoying life. We don't have time for games. Number 6, we're a predominantly Catholic nation who still goes to church and believes in God. The idea that there is no God, that women should be men, that men are evil, and that the invisible patriarchy needs to be destroyed, and that we all need to worship vaginas seems more like a mental disorder than some legitimate movement or helpful idea. And number 7, we are who we are. We like Manny Pacquiao, the Pope, karaoke, fried chicken, and red horse. Radical feminism just isn't on the menu here. Thanks, but no thanks.
Hey, listen, man. The Philippines is still up there when it comes to choices for finding good feminine women. Despite the fact that we just got introduced to that law. You know, the whole, if you argue with a Filipina, you can be charged for a crime. That was a video I featured a couple of days ago. But the bottom line is, the women are still quite feminine. And even though that law has been sitting on the books for a long time, it seems like it hasn't been abused. So, I don't know. My friends, she's right. Because even all the Filipinos that do come here to Dubai, they're still some of the most sweetest and most adorable women in this region, in Dubai. So, I'm just saying to you, my friends, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, okay? So, on that note, hey, I'm going to wrap this one up. And before we go, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and pick up one of my digital products. Check in the description of this video, okay? So until tomorrow, my friends, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.